Life is about turning points. Things that change you forever. My name is Johnny Gargano, and my climb in DRAGONGATE USA can be defined by 3 turning points. 3 chapters of my career. Let me tell you a little story. I was in the very first match in DRAGONGATE USA history, Frey, on the bonus card, and it was my very first time in the arena, and boy, did I think it was cool. But it wasn't until later on that night that I experienced my very first turning point. See, I sat up in the balcony and I watched the main event of the evening, Shingo against Naruki Doi, and that match blew my mind, but it also hit me. I wasn't on those guys' level. If I wanted to be in that spot, if I wanted to be given that opportunity, I had to get better. And a hunger grew inside of me. And I knew one day, I could be that good. So I did what I felt I had to do at the time. I acted goofy, I acted immature, and I acted like a 12-year-old little kid starving for attention. And to an extent, it worked. I got more attention. I went from some random dude on the bonus card to getting an actual shot on the main card. And it all led to my match against Shima and Enter the Dragon last summer. See, it wasn't that I took Shima to his limits. It wasn't that I went toe-to-toe with one of the best wrestlers in the world today. No, it wasn't even that I impressed the fans, some of the most hardcore, pure wrestling fans in the world in Philadelphia. No, it was what happened after the match. As I laid there pretty out of it, I looked up and I saw Shima's hand outreached to me. I thought maybe for a second I earned his respect. And as I went to go shake his hand like a man, he pulled it away. I acted like a child and he treated me like one. He didn't respect me. That was another turning point. After that, I started to take myself a little more seriously. You either change or you get left behind. I started working harder towards my goals. I got in better shape. I got a little style, and I planned and I plotted and I decided to take my opportunities not by crying and complaining, but by forming Ronan with Sexy Chucky T and Little Rich Swan. And we went on to become one of the hottest acts in DRAGONGATE USA. Ronan even earned a tour of Japan, a huge goal of mine. Things were changing. But the crowning moment of them all came last January at DGUSA United in Philadelphia, the same place I was disrespected, the city that had become like my second home. I made Shima tap out, smack dab in the middle of the ring. The Blood Warriors then showed their true colors when they attacked us after the match. They took that moment from me, but what they couldn't take from me was the confidence I gained that night. I was confident I could beat anyone at any time. You know, sometimes the smallest moments can change your life. Let me go to Long Island on June 4th. I had the DGUSA champion, the Open the Freedom Gate title holder Yamato, and the Gargano escape during a 4-way freestyle right in the middle of the ring. And I could tell he was about to tap. Then out of nowhere, the moment was gone. But I knew right there I could make Yamato tap out. I knew it. And another big moment happened the next night. My shoulder was still very separated, and I was generally feeling pretty great after making both Shima and Austin Aries tap out to the Gargano escape. I was keeping an eye on the ring in the Pac and Yamato match. That was an awesome match. But after it was all said and done, here come the Blood Warriors yet again attacking both men. You know, if it was 2009, I would have stayed by the monitor, laughed, and probably made some stupid jokes. But things were different. I know what it's like to have your moment taken from you, so I took matters into my own hands and decided to crash their little party. When the dust cleared, I just happened to look down and I saw the Open the Freedom Gate belt. I just instinctively picked it up to hand it to Yamato. But the moment I saw the belt in my hands, something hit me. Something changed. I realized something. A goal that I once thought was so out of reach really wasn't anymore. And I knew I could win that belt in that moment. And I know I can become the Open the Freedom Gate champion. I know I still have some work to do. I know I'm not the #1 contender right now. And I know Blood Warriors is breathing right down my neck, and I have to face them head on if I want to become that #1 contender. Naruki Doi, the man who I looked up to sitting up in the balcony on the very first show, a member of Blood Warriors, the ace of DRAGONGATE, says I can't make him tap out. Well, Doi, I sure as hell can. And after I do, I'll show the world I deserve to be the #1 contender. Doi, I respect you like no other. But you want to come after me? In Milwaukee, you'll have two choices. Tap out, or I'll pop your shoulder out of its socket, and then you'll tap out. Ask Shima how it feels. Blood Warriors want to throw Akira Tozawa in my way, one of the hottest stars in the world right now. Sounds like fun. Tozawa, bring your pump kicks, bring your Germans, bring everything you got, man. I want you to. Chicago, me and you, let's do it. Indianapolis, I get another opportunity to get back in the ring with Yamato when he teams with Masato Yoshino against me and Chuck Taylor. Yamato, you're a great champion, but I know I have what it takes to beat you. Through countless turning points and different chapters throughout my life, I've scratched and I've clawed to get where I'm at today. From a kid sitting up in a balcony with a dream which at the time seemed so unlikely, today seems so close I can taste it. I can go from the very first match in Dragon Gate USA history to the Open the Freedom Gate champion.
We are back with the second half here in Chicago of Dragon Gate USA's Untouchable 2011. Getting ready to start things off with singles competition. Blood Warriors versus Ronin as Johnny Gargano makes his way to the ring. And we talked earlier about the maturation of the young stars, the homegrown stars of Dragon Gate USA, and Johnny Gargano almost unequivocally states he's probably at the top of that list. We've seen him grow so much after being on the first match in Dragon Gate USA history, making Shima tap out, getting tours of Japan, and now his sights set on the Open the Freedom Gate champion, Yamato. But he is going to have his hands full in a tough test here tonight. And his opponent, representing Blood Warriors, Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa, Blood Warriors, making his way to the ring. And he is another man who has been on an absolute roll over the past several months here in Dragon Gate USA. And fans all over the world excited for this one as well. We've got luminaries from throughout the wrestling world here in attendance tonight. Billy Corgan, in fact, we're trending on Twitter right now, Rob Naylor. Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins is here tonight. And here's his tweet: I'm at the Dragon Gate USA show in Chicago. Some incredible, innovative stuff happening here. Really glad I took a break from that album. Thanks to Billy Corgan here tonight at the Congress Theater.
How awesome was that Siamese Dream album, huh? Love Billy Corgan. Glad to have him here in Chicago. And let me tell you something, back to the action here. Akira Tozawa, as you said. It's bullshit. Oh, it's bull something, says Tozawa. Cursing out a fan here. As we said, upon his return to Dragon Gate in Japan, Tozawa adopted a new look, a new allegiance with Blood Warriors, and he picked up the biggest win of his career versus Shingo in Kobe, Japan very recently. And you gotta think he's just riding that wave of momentum into this weekend, Lenny.
Well, ever since he had, in his mind, gotten sick of being mistreated as the young boy of Kamikaze USA by the likes of John Moxley, Yamato, and Shingo, and turned his allegiance to Shima and Blood Warriors, it's been a much different Akira Tozawa that we've seen here in Dragon Gate USA as he takes over on the leg of Johnny Gargano here in the early portion of this matchup. And Akira Tozawa is a guy who had received much fanfare and much support from the fans of Dragon Gate USA, but just decided to turn his back on that and the legions of fans to align himself with Shima and Brody Lee and the likes of Blood Warriors. I guess he sees it as a step forward in his career. As a quick roll up there for the moment by Johnny Gargano, who grabs the front chancery as these two jockeys for position here. Nice job of counter wrestling right there by Gargano as he basically did a cartwheel on his head to maintain control, but only for the moment, as Tozawa able to slip out the back door and grab the hammerlock on Gargano.
Both of these athletes very proficient at grappling, and you see that right here with this exchange of holds. And now we got Tozawa maintaining control, snatches a headlock right here. Johnny Gargano, though, makes it to a knee. Trying to get back to his feet, vertical base right here. Pushes his man toward the ropes. Off the ropes goes Tozawa, hard tackle. Tozawa now, off the far ropes. Drop down, over the top, leapfrog. Beautiful arm drag. And a second. No, wait. Trading arm drags, I should say. Oh, and each man evades a kick in the early going here.
Tozawa looking a little bit frustrated as he gets back to his feet here. From the glare to one of the fans. Now he's got his eye on him. Tozawa's got his eye on you, Naylor. Well, it's better than Kevin Steen having his eyes on you. We've seen that before. Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Tozawa just toying with Gargano there. As he sends him off for the ride. Back first into the buckle he goes. Tozawa, though, eats the boot to the midsection from Gargano, who misses a double stop, somersaults his way through. Mipasso into the corner he goes. Bicycle kick blocked. Lariat blocked. And he did, in fact, get him. Face first in the buckle goes Tozawa.
Each man scouting their opponents very well, but finally Gargano connects, and he connects again with a clothesline knee to the face. Jumping neck breaker. Beautiful string of offense right there from Johnny Gargano. Feeling it right now.
And Gargano wisely taking his time here. Doesn't want to make a mistake with Tozawa, who will be quick to capitalize should the opportunity present itself. A hard body slam there by Gargano as he drags Tozawa back to his feet. Scoops him up, slams him down to the canvas one more time. And the pain coursing through the back of Akira Tozawa. And now feeling the effects of that drop kick from Gargano as he shakes, well, tries to shake some of the feeling back into that left arm. As he's getting dragged back to his feet one more time. Shots to the midsection, but an elbow from Gargano puts a stop to that right there.
Gargano now mounting even more offense, perhaps. Takes Tajiri to the mat, ties him up. Ties his legs up. Just has him completely pretzeled on the mat. Now pushing his leg against his neck. Very unenviable position right here for Akira Tozawa. With the pain expression on his face, as you can see. I don't think there's any quit. Spanking him right in the butt right there. Tozawa showing some disrespect to Johnny Gargano. Says, I'm not tapping yet, buddy.
And speaking of tapping, it's Tozawa who's going to have to be on the lookout for a submission hold from Johnny Gargano, as the Gargano escape has been so effective over the past several months here for Gargano, as that kick attempt to the midsection was blocked with that elbow connected with the jaw. As Gargano mounts the second. High cross body, but the knees of Tozawa find their way into the breadbasket of one Johnny Gargano. Now Gargano made Shima and Aries both tap in Manhattan, as Austin Aries was forced to tap out to the Gargano escape, as was Shima. And now Blood Warriors sending Tozawa after him here in Chicago. And it's the senton from Tozawa scoring. And you gotta wonder if this in fact is another one of those steps Johnny Gargano talked about in that video we saw, of the way he has really grown and progressed here in Dragon Gate USA, as Akira Tozawa gets a laugh out of the crowd, but Johnny Gargano not laughing in the corner.
Johnny Gargano, as you said, great maturity to almost combat the immaturity of Akira Tozawa, saying "I hate you" to that fan in the blue shirt, I believe.
And then putting the boots to Gargano because the fan made him so angry. I think he took it out on Gargano there in the corner as again he stomps away. Cravat now grabbed by Tozawa. Gargano looks for an escape, but instead he gets snapmared down in a hard kick right between the shoulder blades by Tozawa. And Gargano now finds himself in much the same position as Tozawa several moments ago, with that pain just coursing through his body as Tozawa gets 2 quick near falls, but not enough to put Johnny Gargano away. Puts another stop right to the back as he continues to focus on that body part here, sending Gargano into the corner, drawing a warning from referee Jason Harding as he fires away with repeated chops to the chest. Just lighting up Gargano. Oh! Tagged him with a right hand.
What a right hand that was. Calling a shot beforehand. Oh, now he's saying open hand. Come on, Tozawa. Johnny Gargano worse for wear. Brought to his knees and brought to right back to the mat. Big sledgehammer by Akira Tozawa. Fighting from the ground now. Gargano just trying to get any kind of offense, but now he's just getting a series of left hands, or right hands I should say, raining down upon his face. Oh, fans not digging Akira Tozawa too much here in Chicago. As you hear the chant of Gargano throughout this building right now. Johnny Gargano, again brought to his feet by Akira Tozawa.
He's got the front face lock, looking to perhaps hit that brain buster, but it's Gargano able to block. Shots to the midsection by Tozawa, softs him up with a great knee strike counter right there from Gargano. Rolls through and drives the boot right to the face of Tozawa, who's back on his feet but reeling. Now finds himself clotheslined out to the hard concrete floor here. And Gargano all the way down to the floor, but nobody there. Tozawa, however, able to connect with his dive. Not once, but twice, no. Spear right through the ropes by Gargano puts a stop to Tozawa.
Johnny Gargano perhaps feeding off the energy of this crowd. Slowly getting his bearings back. Making his way back to his feet. Gonna mount some more offense perhaps on Akira Tozawa coming up right here. Series of forearms. Irish whip off the ropes. Ducks the lariat. Kick to the gut. Second kick. Discus lariat.
Great combination there by Gargano. He looks to be hitting his stride here as Tozawa reverses out of the corner. Gargano into the buckle, Tozawa charges, but into the feet of Gargano, who is just one step ahead, now finds himself on the back. And he's got the Gargano escape in the ropes. Not gonna beat Tozawa that, but definitely gonna dish out some punishment. Back brain kick by Gargano. As he mounts the turnbuckle, only to eat an enziguri himself from Tozawa. Both men on the second here. Big shots from Gargano. Able to free himself. Sunset bomb here. Oh, he want to hit a running Liger bomb out of the corner, however, for 2 3/4. as Tozawa slipped out just in the nick of time.
Just folding him up like an accordion as now Tozawa seeks refuge outside the ring. But even that might not save him. Here comes Johnny Gargano. Beautiful tope. Going back up to the apron, rolling senton.
And Akira Tozawa feeling it out on the floor as Johnny Gargano hears it from the crowd. Now turns his attention back to his foe as he throws him under the bottom rope. Back inside the ring as he looks to finish Tozawa off here. Immediately goes for the cover, hooks the leg deep, but a little too much time had lapsed between that offense out on the floor and that attempt to put away Tozawa here. As Gargano now waiting for Tozawa in the corner, forearm. Rolls through, misses the kick, roll up by Gargano. Going for it, Gargano escape. Submission predicament here. But Tozawa able to free himself. Lightning fast feet on the part of Tozawa to seize the advantage from Gargano. Big boot in the corner. Saito suplex. Cover. 2.5.
Akira Tozawa so close to attaining victory right there after that series of moves. As the fans in Chicago show Johnny Gargano their support. Tozawa now setting Johnny Gargano up on the top rope. Putting his legs outside the ring, perhaps going for a superplex attempt.
Mocking the fans is Tozawa as he climbs to the second, again with the front face lock. Looking to try and bring Gargano down the hard way, but a headbutt from Gargano sent Tozawa down to the canvas before he kicked him right in the face. And all the way to the top. Huge superplex. And that one took some out of Tozawa as well. Both men are down. Slow cover. Still hooks the leg, but only manages a 2 count.
Tozawa in firm control of this bout at this moment. Johnny Gargano face down. Listening to the chants of the fans, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to will him to a victory here, as Tozawa really seems like he has victory in his grasp here. Now he has Johnny Gargano in his grasp. Johnny Gargano hits him with a forearm right back. Both men winded visibly. Oh, 3. And now 4, 5, 6, 7 elbows. Bicycle kick.
Tozawa with speed, super kick from Gargano. Lariat blocked, not that time. But right back up to drop Gargano on his head, who's back up. Super kick, and the pace has quickened considerably here. Before both men collapse to the canvas. And they're hearing it from the crowd here in Chicago as Tozawa rolls towards the corner. Both men using the ropes to make it back to their feet here. Tozawa getting fired up. Gargano able to elevate him. Tozawa misses that shoulder block through the ropes. Gargano certainly didn't miss that kick, nor did he miss that one. which has Akira Tozawa doubled over in pain. Just that second rope holding him up here.
Akira Tozawa definitely in harm's way right now. Oh, wait a minute. German suplex to the floor. The feud between Blood Warriors and Ronin is such that these guys could potentially end the other man's career here. Bicycle kick. Oh no, German suplex.
Nothing but steel and wood on the outside of that ring frame, meeting the back of Johnny Gargano, who is now in a heap out on the floor. That one even took a little bit out of Tozawa in delivering the maneuver, as both men trying to shake the cobwebs here on the concrete. Can Gargano dig down here after absorbing that high-impact offense out on the apron from Tozawa? Might just be a matter of time right here. Covered by Tozawa. Yes. But doesn't hook the leg, which allows Johnny Gargano to slip out just in time.
Tozawa now gets behind Gargano. Could be going for an Everest-style German suplex right here. After great display of power, perhaps. No. Johnny Gargano fights his way out of it, backs him into the turnbuckle.
And scores with some elbows. And in the corner with speed. No, it's Tozawa closing the gap. Gargano never saw him coming, and Tozawa made him pay. But he returns the favor. A bit of one-upmanship on the part of Gargano right there. Can he capitalize? Long dart, sending Tozawa face first to the bottom turnbuckle. Super kick scores. Hurts, don't it? Cover. So close.
Johnny Gargano, as you said, so close to picking up a win right here tonight in Chicago. Akira Tozawa just knocked loopy right now. Fans getting behind the efforts of both of these men, perhaps, as you gotta really hand it to Akira Tozawa, bringing the fight to Johnny Gargano, and likewise. Head to head right here, slapping each other. Or no, series of slaps from Gargano. Tozawa can't even get one in right now.
Went to go through the legs, but blocked by Tozawa, who's got the waist lock. O'Connor roll countered. Bicycle kick to the back of the head. Up and over, lands on his feet. Reverse run, and no. Avalanche German. You can't get much closer than that. Tozawa looks like he's starting to feel it. Another waist lock. Can he muscle Gargano up? Try to trap the arms, it looks like. Perhaps going for that straitjacket German. He's got him. Right on the back of his head. It's over.
Here is your winner, Akira Tozawa.
Very impressive victory for Akira Tozawa. Hits him with the regulation German suplex and then traps him in the straitjacket suplex German style, and picks up a big win right here for Blood Warriors in their war with Ronin.
Come on, bitch. Come on.
Great show of respect by the fans here in Chicago for Johnny Gargano, who put up one whale of a fight. But give the credit to Tozawa. He stepped up and slowed down a man who was coming into Chicago with a ton of momentum in Johnny Gargano. As he again hears it from the crowd here in Chicago. And I'm sure Johnny Gargano's quest towards gold here in Dragon Gate USA